Greetings, YouTube. Hey, it's more autism talk. Maybe I should have an autism talk segment. Getting my diagnosis and helping me frame things in my life so that I can now see things from a different perspective has been really useful. Understanding why I never grasped certain things at different stages in my life and how I had to kind of piece them together, and I did that poorly at best, um, is a really useful tool. That's what my diagnosis, I think, has been for me so far. It's been a really useful tool, a way of looking at a situation in a way that I could never in the past because I just didn't consider it a possibility. I didn't consider it at all. If it hadn't been for friends of mine who are neurodivergent and folks online who I could experience their stories and see the arc they had lived through, either having been diagnosed when they were kids or when they were young adults or even older like I am, uh, I wouldn't have decided to go and get the diagnosis, which by the way is not cheap. It was $1,000 to get myself diagnosed. It was not pleasant. Um, but having that understanding that this is why you don't get it, this is the reason you don't understand this thing, and this thing is unfortunately a lot of things, is really helpful, but I still don't understand the thing. I still can't read people's faces the way I want to. I still get things wrong a lot of the time. I still don't know when I'm annoying. I still don't know when to jump into a conversation, when to bow out, when to be quiet. And my tactic in the past, and it is still being used now, is to be as small as I can. It's not easy, because while simultaneously I may be trying to be small, I'm also a loud dude. I just happen to have a lot of noise out of my voice. But essentially, trying not to be seen. Now, I understand the reasoning for that. Raised in an abusive household, mentally ill, neurodivergent, not being understood, not able to understand. So shrinking yourself down to the smallest possible target, which was literally the smallest possible target, was a survival mechanism. Also learning to lie. I can lie as easily as I breathe. It's one of the reasons I'm still here. So knowing why I make myself small, knowing why I literally can't be my authentic, unmasked self is a useful piece of information, but it doesn't change the fact that I still don't understand. And knowing that I may very well never understand is an entirely different kind of frustration. In the past, I always just blamed myself. You didn't do this hard enough. You didn't study that long enough. But now I know that there's going to be stuff that I'm just never going to get. Ever. And that's kind of grieving, if you know what I mean. It's a loss that realistically I never had a chance of having, but it still feels like a loss. Being smart enough to know all the problems, but not smart enough, or not able, rather, to fix them is a whole nother kind of torment, if you know what I mean.